now with Ray Hourigan of Bruff at the launch of the Premier Intermediate Championship. Ray, Championship just around the corner. You must be looking forward to getting going.
Yeah, look, it's been a long preparation. Like most teams are back training since February. It's been 5 months or so. So training gets old, league gets old, ready for championship now. To roll on's hard week.
What did you get out of the league? The league's of course gone back to, I suppose, somewhat of a divisional basis, playing south teams. How did you find it?
Yeah, it was really beneficial. Get to play senior teams ahead of us. We learned a lot from it. I suppose like most teams, the aim of the league was to get a good solid base of 20 or 25 players that you can trust come championship. There's 7 games in the Premier Intermediate Championship. Every team's going to have injuries, and we're no different. We just want to have a good base of players here that we can use, and we felt that the league went a long way to achieving that for us.
South Derby first up, Effin intermediate champions last season and worthy champions at that. That'll be a game that the winners will really earn their 2 points from.
Absolutely. I mean, I saw them last year in the county final. They're excellent. They've got good young players as well as a lot of experienced heads to guide them through. It'll be a real tough battle for us. I mean, no team will be looking past their first game, and we're the same, trying to get a good start and go from there. But their first game up would really have to be ready to meet the intensity and the aggression that they'll bring.
Yeah, Effin will welcome back, of course, Fergal O'Connor and Nicky Quaid. You'll be welcoming back Sean Finn, a man who, in my own opinion, is super consistent this year. 4 All-Irelands now in 5 seasons. It's remarkable. He's probably played as many minutes as anyone, really. Maybe Nicky Quaid is the only man who might surpass that. He's been a mark of consistency and someone that I suppose everyone in Bruff is super proud of.
Absolutely, he's an inspiration on the club. You see all the young boys and young girls in the club, they all look up to him, and even for our own lads, when he comes back into the group, he sets the tone and it gives everyone a boost. It's been that way for the last few years. You don't have him for the start of the year, but when he comes back in, he sets the tone as well. So he's had another ultra consistent year. He hasn't. It's just been really good every game he goes out, and maybe the fact that he's been brilliant over the last few years might be a bit different this year, but ultra consistent and another All-Ireland was great, fantastic.
The intermediate championship, Premier Intermediate Championship, come back to the 8 team group. Everyone gets 7 rounds. A little bit of room for manoeuvre. Obviously, you're not going to go out to try and lose any games, but maybe the last couple of seasons, you lose the first game, you're on the back foot. But here, there is time for to fix that if things don't go right early on. Yeah,
you'd hope so. I mean, as you say, no one's going to go to lose one of their first games, but there is that leeway there. If you do lose a game early, that you can come back. The key is for everyone is the top 4. You don't really care if you come first, fourth, just top 4. We've 3 games in the first 2 weeks, and you can't win a championship that 3 games, but you certainly can lose it. So we want to get ourselves a couple of results on the board and be ready to move on from there and try and get the top 4.
I put it to all the other South Limerick clubs that there's a real fulcrum of teams. I think it's 5 from the South area in it. Yourselves, Effin, Glenrue, Drummond, Laca, Knockany. Not to mind that there's 2 points on the line. There's going to be a little bit extra there. I think you're probably geographically anyway in right in the mix, touching a lot of those teams. Plenty on the line aside from the 2 points.
Yeah, there's always a bit of a local derby, and the teams know each other so well at this stage. The players socialise with each other; they're very friendly. But when it goes out in the field, there's an extra bit of spice there that you want to win. But look, it is at the end of the day, it is 2 points. You want to get enough so that you need your top 4. But yeah, there'll be a bit of spice in some of the games.